So this is my Arsenal nil and Liverpool nil massive through. Not much to talk about, and but it's a must better result for Liverpool and a must better performance from Liverpool. With the way we set up, I wasn't really happy with the line-up, to be honest with you, but I was happy with the way we set up. We frustrated Arsenal for the whole game, and the thing is though, did we frustrate Arsenal or did Arteta frustrate Arsenal? I think it's a bit of both, in my opinion. And a bit embarrassing for Arsenal, isn't it? Bit of an embarrassing result. Scored 0 goals against this bad Liverpool team this season. Scored 0 goals, and Arne Slot, who we won out, has outclassed Mikel Arteta, who is top of the Premier League, twice this season. And by the way, Arteta's still not beaten Slot this season. Wow. Pretty embarrassing, isn't it? Pretty embarrassing result. Oh, Liverpool part the bus. Well, what do you expect us to do? What do you expect us to do with our injuries? We're not done the all out, are we? Make it make sense. And this is what I wanted. This is how I wanted to set up. Frustrate Arsenal with the whole game. And when you frustrate Arsenal, that's what happens. They actually do nothing for the whole game. And Arsenal did nothing for the whole game. Let's be real. Yeah, they got in behind a few times, but that's about it. None of the crosses, lucky for us, none of the crosses Yotwes wasn't running in for. And yeah, we were comfortable. We were comfortable defensively, in my opinion. But again, I'll probably put that down to Mikel Arteta holding Arsenal back, in my opinion. For me, it was Matthias's and Gravenberch's best game in probably this season for Gravenberch and Matthias. Conor Poirier, he probably has the best. He had the best chance of the game, where it was a mix-up between Ray and Saliba, and it's straight to Poirier, and Conor Poirier obviously decides to try and rob Raya, which hits the crossbar, but that was probably the only chance of the game, let's be real. Because, let's be real, we struggled in the final third once again. Shock horror. Frimpong was a threat, but for me, Frimpong, his crossing and passing was absolutely abysmal. This went straight to the defenders of Arsenal. Absolutely abysmal, as much as he was a threat. Dakpo did nothing for the whole game. Dakpo was his Dakpo, wasn't he? Throwing verts, he was more better in the second half. Could have got a penalty. It was a bit reckless from Trossard. But personally, I wouldn't give it a penalty, personally. That's just my honest opinion. But to be fair though, Trossard did get away with it, in my opinion, because he was already on the yellow card as well. And Arsenal made their changes too, yeah. And Arne Slot took the piss out of Arteta. Not making any subs until Conor Poirier got injured in added time. Which for me, Daryl Martinelli was an absolute disgrace, in my opinion. And Martinelli should have been sent off, in my opinion, for throwing the ball at Poirier, trying to tip Poirier off the pitch as well. He knew he was injured. Let's be real, he knew. I'm not having this stupid astute. He knew he was injured, so he should have been sent off as well. And yeah, for Arsenal, it's a missed opportunity after Man City dropped points. It's now still at 6 points, and it's still all to play for, in my opinion. Arsenal fans were getting all diddy. We're all getting diddy about all Man City dropping points. But this is the same Arsenal as last season, where they don't take advantage. In my opinion. So, yeah, for me, I don't really want to say who will win the league, to be honest with you. It's still between City and Arsenal. I still can't call it. And And I just feel it's done with the same Arsenal from 2023, in my opinion, where they bottled an 8-point lead in April. I think it will be the same Arsenal, in my opinion. But yeah, this was an embarrassing, pathetic performance from Arsenal's sake. I'm not celebrating this result, by the way. I'll take it, but it's not something to be celebrating about, a point away at Arsenal. You still want to win the game. But we can be content with it as Liverpool fans. But we all know what's going to happen for the rest of the season. We're not going to back this up for the rest of the season. And like I said, we only turn up when we feel like it. Yesterday, we turned up against Arsenal. But what does not turn up against Barnsley in the FA Cup in a game where we should be winning easily, regardless of our injuries, with all due respect to Barnsley. And man of the match of Turtes was good as well. Centre backs were comfortable. I don't think all of them did a foot one, to be honest with you. I can't really give it to any of the attackers because they were still poor in the final third. I think Robin-Burst was man of the match personally. I think Robin-Burst was man of the match with his pressing. Arsenal couldn't cope with Robin-Burst pressing them. So I think Robin-Burst was one of the match, but I also think McAllister had his best performance of the season as well, in my opinion. So yeah, the Reds should be happy about taking a point away at Arsenal. A good point away at Arsenal. Arsenal should be embarrassed by this result, in my opinion. I thought their performance was pathetic. Who do you put the PM on? You'd all put it on Arteta, haven't you? For holding the team back, in my opinion. So, but yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Not much to talk about because that summed the game up. There wasn't much to talk about. We nullified Arsenal, and we take a point away at the Emirates in a stalemate 0-0 draw between the two sides. Feel free to leave your thoughts on the game down below in the comments. I'll see you on the next one, as the Reds take a stalemate 0-0 draw away at Arsenal in a experienced professional performance from the Reds, considering our injuries.